All right, hey everybody. We're going to be talking about the 19 scare vaccine. For those of you who don't know, that is the C virus, the C bug. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But I call it the 19 scare because it has scared the crap out of people. And people are running around here acting like their brains have rotted on the vine. So, people do stupid stuff when they're scared. And that's what we got a lot of going on right now, is that people are acting out of fear. So, for those of you, this is your first time, the 19 scare is the C bug. So, we're going to be asking the cards to tell us about the 19 scare vaccine. What is going on with that vaccine? Now, we have still are at a point to where we are hearing different things from day to day about what the symptoms are. We're still hearing about whether or not the doctors are sure whether we can get it once or twice. There are cases that have reported that they've had it and they've got it again. But yet we're already talking about a vaccine when we're not even sure what the 19 scare, how it behaves exactly. But we're not going to get into that. I don't want to have anything taken down because I'm saying the wrong thing about the C scare. So we're going to get right to the point of the question of, tell me about the 19 scare. Now, before we go any further, this card jumped out while I was shuffling, asking the question. So I'm going to leave it out as a jumper, as I did in a previous video and I've done before. So the question we are asking the cards is, tell me about the 19 scare vaccine. I'm not questioning whether you should or shouldn't. I just want to know about the vaccine. Tell me about the vaccine. We know that there is a vaccine. Vaccines being tested right now on various people. And some of the effects of it are being talked about in the paper and the news, which I'm not going to discuss here, but I'm just, letting you know that these things are going on, which is why I'm asking about the vaccine. So here we go, cards. What say you? All right. All right. So here we go. All right. So at the center of this thing, we have the 9 of Wands. This is the warrior. The warrior. This is the warrior. This is not the warrior that fights for, the advocate. The 7 of Wands. This is the 9 of Wands. This is the warrior that will fight even when he's fighting a losing battle. That's what it's at the center of this thing. At the top here we have Temperance. We know Temperance means to, tap down, and also Temperance is taking something, mixing up. We're talking about a vaccine. So Temperance, so this is trying to come up with something to provide some type of healing. So we know we're on the right track because we have the Temperance card there. And as I said, so we've got a major arcana here, which is the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is moderation. Slow down. Don't go so fast. Avoid doing too much. Finding a middle way. Putting things together, trying to find a way to come up with a vaccine that will actually work. But we have to slow down and take our time and trying to mingle different approaches together. That's okay. So the question was about, tell us about the vaccine. That's what's happening right now. And then next to that, we have the 5 of Wands. We know that the 5 number is conflict, fighting. So we got fighting going on about doing this. Fighting and conflict and chaos. The 5 of Wands, that's what that's about. Just complete chaos when there shouldn't even be any chaos, because we're talking about trying to save people's lives. But this card right here, the 5 of Wands, is about, opposing ideas. I don't like what you got. I want to make my own. Because we know that there are already countries out there that have been working on this before this became a major problem here in the United States. But this is the energy we're dealing with here. But like I said, this is temperance. This is a structural change here. Temperance has a stronger energy than this 5 of Wands, in my opinion, because the temperance is knows that we're going to have to work together to find a real good working vaccine, regardless of this fighting and this chaos that's going on here. Because this is a card of testing and training and a contest and trying to see who's better. Trying to outdo the other person. So that is what is at the top of this thing. We do have the structural change attempting to come up with a vaccine, but we've got these other energies out here fighting against finding a vaccine that is going to work for everybody and that's actually going to save lives, and is not just something that somebody came up with because they wanted to do it first. But again, at the center we have the wounded warrior. And a wounded warrior, has the strength of will and is never going to give up. So at the center of this thing, we got the warrior who is willing to persevere. He's been wounded, but he's willing to persevere and find a way to, keep massive numbers of people from dying. But also the wounded warrior will keep fighting even when he knows he's losing. So the center of this thing is a fight, and it's at the center. So the world is fighting to find a vaccine. They're fighting to find something to keep people from dying in the masses. That's at the center of it. Now up here we have the temperance, which people are actually working, trying to make structural changes to make this vaccine happen. But we've got these conflicting ideas and contest-driven, competition-driven people fighting against the work that's being done here at the top. Now here at the bottom we've got the Princess of Wands, which is consistent with the Page of Wands. This is the Princess, the Page of Wands. This is new ideas, creativity, the drive, the desire to come up with something. And this is right below the Temperance card. So these cards are working. These cards are working to make something happen. Temperance is there. The work is there. The work is being done. The Princess is bringing the ideas and the creativity to make this happen. So if you go from here to here, you've got the wounded warrior fighting. I am fighting for this. In between, and then up here you have this conflicting energy with this trying to come up with something. Now here on the bottom also we have the Four of Swords. This is the Rest card. This could also mean sickness. This could also mean we're not seeing clearly about this vaccine because of the stained glass window here. When you're looking out a stained glass window, you see colors that are not on the other side of the window, but you're seeing it because you're looking through the term viewing through rose-colored glasses. So this vaccine, this could be sickness. So I asked about, tell me about this vaccine, this 19 scare vaccine. So because this is in the outcome, I'm not for sure that this vaccine that they're working on now is the right one, because this is in a resting position. Now, this could also mean you're resting so you can get better, which is the Four of Swords. You're resting so you can get better. But I asked the question to tell me about the vaccine. Tell me about the vaccine. And the Four of Swords is in the outcome. So I'm going to ask for clarity on this Four of Swords here. Give me clarity. Clarify this Four of Swords. Is this resting and recuperation after you got the medicine, or is this resting and recuperation meaning it's not? Clarify this Four of Swords for me, please. Clarify this Four of Swords, please. All right. The Page of Wands. So I asked for clarification on this Four of Swords, and I got a Page of Wands. I got a lot of wands here, and now I have a page here. Clarify Four of Swords, Page of Wands. Clarify okay, here's what I'm going to say based on what I'm seeing here is this vaccine that they are testing is going to need some adjustments. It's going to need more, it's going to need more work, because this is the Page of Wands. So I got two Page of Wands right here. This is called the Princess of Wands, but it is the exact same card as this one. And this card here is working with the Temperance to come up with a putting things together, creativities, new ideas. So this vaccine that they are currently testing is not in its final stages. It is not the best vaccine. There is more work needed on this vaccine. That was clarified by the Page of Wands, which we already have a Page of Wands here with this deck. But with this continued pressing forward with this Page of Wands, with new ideas, being creative and putting things together, trying to come up with something, the justice will be served, which means we will eventually come up with a vaccine. But this one that we're asking about, the 19 scare vaccine that they're currently doing, this one's not complete. It needs more work. And this was the Jumper card that came out, which is a Two of Pentacles, which is the card of juggling, the card of indecision, or the card of carrying more than you can carry. And I would say, based on the question and the cards at hand, this card here is saying we are still juggling, just like this Temperance card here, pouring from cup to cup, trying to come up with the right mixture, the right dosage, the right amount of this, the right amount of that. The mixing of this is exactly what's going on here. So this card came out first. So if I had known what I'm seeing here before this card jumped out, I would have known that they're still working on it, because this is juggling. They're still working back and forth trying to figure this thing out. So no, this confirms to me that this vaccine that they have right now is not complete. It still needs work. It is not the final version of the virus, and that this vaccine that we are asking about is not the vaccine that is going to save. I won't say that. This vaccine that they are testing right now is not the best one. They still have more work to do. They still have more work to do. Alright, so with that being said, as I always say in all of my videos, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. They are my opinion and my interpretation of what I have interpreted from the cards. You can do what you will with the videos, with the information. You can wad it up and throw it in the trash, or you can use it. That is up to you. So I thank you for watching the video. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great and enlightened day. And until next time, we'll see you then.